Hi everyone, and welcome back to your next Express Pilates Flow. I am so excited to have you here. The equipment that we need today is your Pilates ball and your light to medium resistance bands. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started in today's flow. We're gonna start off with our warm up, going onto your hands and knees. Toes are untucked, hands over the shoulders. Make sure your back is not arched, belly button into spine. Going into that cat-cow, gaze is towards the front of your mat. Take a nice big inhale. Looking up towards the ceiling, dropping that belly button down to the mat. Exhale as you draw everything up towards the ceiling. And exhale. Beautiful. Stay with me in this fluid motion. If you want to stay in a position a little bit longer, do what feels good for you. Last 3. For 2. 1 more. Meeting me in a neutral spine. Adding in that thoracic rotation, opening up towards the right side of the room. Threading it through towards the left, threading it through, opening up for 2, rotating it through, last 1, opening up, threading it through, right hand meets that mat, left arm opens up, threads it through, for 2. Last 1. And thread it through. Left hand meets that mat. Spine nice and neutral. Tuck your toes underneath. Pike those hips up towards the ceiling. Piking it up. Dropping that right heel to the mat. Left heel to the mat. Alternating each side. Getting a nice stretch. The back of the knee, the hamstrings. If you want a bigger stretch, draw that chest closer towards your thighs for 5, for 4, last 3, for 2, for 1. Both heels meet that mat, lifting up that right leg into that 3-legged dog, bending from that knee. Nice big circles clockwise first for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switching directions for 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1, extending that leg up nice and high, bringing it back down to your mat, lifting up with that left leg, bending that knee, nice big circles clockwise first, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switching directions. Last 2, last 1, extending that leg up, dropping it down. From here, walking the hands towards your feet, slowly rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time. All right, let's get started into our ab prep. Grabbing your Pilates ball, make sure your band is nice and close. I'm gonna have it on the right side of my mat. You're going to place the ball towards the front of your mat. Your legs are going to be on top of the ball. Lower down onto your back. Get nice in position. Hands on top of the ribs. Neutral spine on the mat. Hands behind the head. Make sure your elbows are open. Try not to pull from your neck. Nice big inhale. Exhale as you crunch up. Reach the arms towards your thighs. Chin away from your chest. Lower down, hands behind, back to your head. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Halfway, this is 4. Pointing your toes. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. As you crunch up, draw the ball into that crunch. Slowly lower everything back down. Hands come behind the head. Roll that ball in for that crunch. Extend the arms out to the sides of your body. And lower everything coming back down. Beautiful. Halfway. Last 3. Last 2. You got this. And 1. Holding everything lifted here, extending the arms nice and long, legs nice and long, lifting that right leg up towards the ceiling, lowering it back down to the ball, left leg up for 2. Beautiful. 3, lift up a little bit higher, neck, chest, shoulders. 4, halfway. 5, beautiful. 6, last 2, lift up a little bit higher. 7 and 8, beautiful. Legs meet the ball, lower down, hands come down to the sides of the mat. Pull your legs apart and have the ball sit in between your legs. Your arms are going to come overhead, biceps close to ears. Nice big inhale, working up on that roll up. Inhale. Exhale, sit up nice and tall, reach forward for that ball, flex the feet, reach forward towards your toes, lift up nice and tall. C curve dropping down through your spine, not your chest, lowering down. Going into that roll up, lifting up, drawing the heels into the mat, reaching forward, coming back up. Getting that full core right here. Halfway. Last 3. For 2. Last 1, rolling all the way up, reaching forward towards the toes, sitting up nice and tall, holding this position right here. Bring the feet in, knees in, ball is still going to be in front of your eyes, at shoulder height, going into a half roll up. Slowly lowering back, having that Pilates ball touch the knees, and lifting back through, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, drawing back. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, coming back. Last 5. For 4. Last 2. Last 1. Coming back to center, sitting up nice and tall, grabbing that ball with your left hand. As you come back into that half roll up, you're going to drive that left elbow down towards the back of your mat. Gaze comes down towards the left side of your mat. Everything comes back up to center. Grabbing with that opposite hand, rowing with that right elbow, reaching far back behind, lifting back up, sitting up nice and tall. Beautiful. Getting some upper body here, core. Big row. You got this. Stay strong. Last 5. In 3. Come back to center. In 2. Last 1. Come back to center right here. From here, you're going to reach up overhead and then lower down into the half roll up. Reach up overhead, lower down into that half roll up as the Pilates ball taps the knees. Lift everything back up overhead. Lower back down and back up. Woo, we're almost there. Last 5. For 4. 3, for 2. Last one. From here, roll back halfway. We're going to isolate that overhead reach. Overhead, in that half roll up, tap it down, lift it back up for 5. You got this. For 4, whoo. And 3, stay with me, stay strong for 2. For 1, hold it overhead. We're just gonna hold it for 5. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly lower everything coming back down. Whew. My core is feeling it. You guys are doing amazing. Both legs are going to be extended up towards the ceiling, dropping that right leg down nice and straight. Hover a few inches over your mat. We're going to thread that ball through towards the inner side of the leg, grabbing with that opposite hand, switching it through, dropping that left leg down, going into scissors, threading that ball through. Beautiful. Yes, stay with me. You guys got this, so good. For 10, yes. Almost there. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Both legs up towards the ceiling. Ball is in both hands. Placing that ball in between your legs, squeezing the ball with your legs. We are going to extend the legs down, arms extended overhead, reaching everything through, ball pass through. Grab that ball with your hands, extending it back down, pulling back up for 9. Yes, you got this. I know, ultimate burner of the core. Halfway for 5. 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Whew. Rock side to side. Amazing work. Let's go ahead into our glutes. Let's place the ball underneath your left foot. Right foot is going to be at the side. Hands are going to be at the sides of your body. Adding in that off stance glute bridge, adding on layers here. Our first base exercise is going to be a regular glute bridge. So pressing up through, driving through that right hip, lowering everything, coming back down. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Good. For 3. Yes, you got it. Two more. Last one. Holding it up nice and high in that bridge. We're adding in that hamstring curl, extending that left leg, pulling the ball back in underneath your left foot and lowering everything back down. Beautiful. Lifting up. Extending it through, back in and down. Three more. 6. Last 2. One more, lift it up, isolating that hamstring curl, roll it out and back in. Keep those hips up for 2, 3, 4, yes, hips up a little bit higher. 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the hips up nice and high, pulse the hips up for 8, 7, yes, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, beautiful, amazing work. Yes, grab that Pilates ball. Meet me on the left side of your body. We are going to place the ball right in between where your shoulder is and where your hip is, right in where that left oblique is. Again, you're side lying, so you're on that left forearm. Make sure you're not sinking into that shoulder. This is what that ball is here for. So we're going to be lifting up through, okay? Your left leg is going to be bent. Your right leg is going to be nice and straight. Everything is nice and neutral right here. Your right hand is going to be on the mat for support. Your left hand is going to be behind your head. It's not going to be far out. You want to tuck that left elbow in. From here, all we're going to do is push up off using that right hand, push up through, feeling this in your right oblique, lifting up through, reaching far with that left hand and lowering back down. Inhale, exhale, lifting through and lowering back down. Yes. For 4, 2 more before we add on. Last one for 6. Next time you come up, we're adding in that leg, right leg kick, and lowering everything back down. Halfway, 3 more, 4, beautiful. For 5, last one. For 6, hold it up here, pulsing everything. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Whoo! Amazing. Whew, that side lying series, killer. So good. Get some water if you need it. We're taking everything on the other side, grabbing your Pilates ball, placing the ball underneath your right foot. Hands are going to be at the sides of your body, just what we did on the other side we are doing here. Your left foot is going to be next to that ball. Make sure your fingertips are not touching your heels. You want it to be as far away, not too far, but not too close. Going into that off stance bridge. Back is nice and neutral. Nice big inhale. Exhale as you draw everything up. Make sure you're driving through your glutes and not your low back. Keep everything nice and neutral. We're going for 8, 2, beautiful. Halfway for 4. Last 2 for 7. Last one for 8. Holding the hips nice and high, adding in that hamstring curl, extending that right leg, pulling everything back in and lowering back down. Beautiful. Extending that leg, pulling it back in and lowering it back down. Yes, you got this. Halfway. Last 8, hold the hips up high, extending that hamstring curl, pulling it back in. For 2, yes. For 3, hold the hip up a little bit higher, halfway. Yes, last 2. Last one, extend it out, pull it in, pulse the hips up for 8. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. Lower down. Grab that Pilates ball, placing it underneath your right side body, getting in that position again. Left leg is extended, right leg is bent, left hand is placed on that mat. Your right hand is going to be behind your head. The first base exercise, coming up through, lifting through that left oblique, extending that right arm forward towards the front. Gaze is towards the front of you. And lowering it back down. Pushing through that left hand. For 4, halfway. Six,
Last 2, you got this. Last one for 8. Lower it back down, adding in that left leg lift as you extend that right arm and lower it back down. Beautiful, you got this. Yes, for 3. Last 2. For 7. 1 more. For 8, hold it here and pulse. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, spicy. We are done with this Pilates ball. Take it away, place it in front of you. Let's go ahead into our upper body. Placing that band right around your wrist. Again, light, medium band. Do it feels comfortable for you. We are going to be in a kneeling position right here. Knees are directly under the hips. Your arms are going to be extended at shoulder height. Now the biggest thing with the band, make sure there's no slack. You want to make sure that there is some tension on that band. Our first layer, we are going to just pull that band apart and pull it back in. Slow and controlled. Make sure there's no arch in your back. Tuck your pelvis under. Good. For 4. Last 3. For 2. Last 1. Holding everything right here. Adding in that quad lean back. Pulling back up to center. Pull that band apart. Slowly lower back for 2. Pull that band apart, meet back to neutral, add that quad lean. Beautiful. Halfway for 5. Yes. 5 more. You got this. Yes, you got this. For 8. Last 2. Stay strong. For 9. Last 1. For 10, pull that band apart right there. Beautiful. Still holding that band, shoulder height, dropping the hips down, pull that band in. As you extend and thrust those hips forward, bring the arms back to shoulder height. Pull those elbows to the side of your body, sit back onto your heels, push back to center. We're almost there. Whew. My upper body is going to feel this tomorrow. Halfway for 5. For 3. Yes. For 2. Yes. Stay strong. For 1. Sit back. Come back up. Shoulder height with the arms. We're adding in that high bicep curl up and back for 10. Yes. For 9. Woo! Make sure there's no slack on that band. For 4. 5, yes. 8, 2 more, 9, 10, good. Hold it in, 90 degrees. We're pressing up overhead, down and up, down and up. For 3, yes. Keep that 90-degree angle. Don't drop it any lower. Keep those elbows nice and high. 5, yes. 6, keep slacking that band. Last 3. For 2. For 1, hold it here. Last 10, pull that band apart. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, yes, stay strong. For 3, for 2, for 1. Whoo! Wow. Shake it out. Amazing, amazing job today. Let's stretch it out, everyone. Whew. Meet me seated on crisscross on your heels, whatever is comfortable for you. Crossing over that left arm over in front of your chest. And this here. A quick, easy express workout gets the job done. Minimal equipment. You guys absolutely crushed it. Switch over to the other side. So proud of you for showing up today. And this is your reminder that something is better than nothing at all, and you still showed up and got it done. And that is enough. Good, stretching out the triceps. Opposite side. Good, releasing down, reaching the arms up overhead. Inhale, exhale, drop everything down. 2 more times, inhale. Exhale, dropping back down. 1 more time, inhale. Holding at the top, hands come together. Exhale, drawing the hands down to heart center. Clap it up for yourself. You guys did absolutely amazing today. Express Pilates Flow. I'm so proud of you guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you also give me your feedback. What would you like to see in the future? And it only makes me better as an instructor. So again, thank you so much for moving with me today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.